Hola, mi gente. Joe Barreto back with you at the Credit Card Connection. I'm so glad you can join me. Well, mi gente, with so many credit card options out there from Chase, American Express, Capital One, Bank of America, even Discover, there's no shortage of credit cards to choose from. But how about if you want the perks of a premium or luxury credit card without having an actual credit card? Sounds a little confusing, right? Well, today I'm going to tell you about a card that's more of a membership into a world of personal and business luxury, the Founders Card. I've been a Founders Card member so far for a year, so this is kind of my year in review to see if this membership is really worth its privileges. But before I jump into the card, please hit that like and subscribe button and consider joining as a member of my channel, which I called the Hola Mi Gente, with three different tiers to choose from. So go onto the community tab, you're going to see a membership, and I have three different memberships. And one of them actually includes coming on here live with me and being a guest host as a part of that. So if you're interested, go into the membership and sign up today. I really appreciate that. So I also am shooting for 5,000 subs. So hitting that like and subscribe helps that cause as well. Thank you. So as I always say, full disclosure, this isn't a credit card. I get it, right? I'm going to get people that are going to say, yeah, but you can get this from that card or this from the other card. I'm bringing this up to you for different reasons because at first, full disclosure, I had my doubts about this card because it's not cheap. Every 6 months is 295, which is a heck of a lot of money. Last year I even posted a video about, I thought the membership was just too overpriced and it wasn't worth its privilege. But after a year of having the card, I can honestly say it's a great card or membership to have, and I use it frequently. And I'm going to go into how it is that I've used it so much in the past year. And since it's not a credit card, then how do I get other things with this membership? So I'm going to go into that right now. There's a lot to unpack, so just, bear with me, but you're going to see by the end of this why I think it's worth having a spot in your wallet or just on your app. So it's not meant to replace a credit card, but it does complement all the cards, especially the American Express cards like the Gold card or the Platinum card, the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, or the Reserve, or even the Capital One Venture X quite well. And the reason it complements it, because it's not a credit card, so obviously you can't buy anything with it, you can't purchase anything with it, but the perks you get actually mimic or even surpass some of the cards that I just read out to you. Some of them don't have any of these things at all. So I'm going to jump into, let's say, some of the hotel benefits to start. So you'll see as I go through the hotel benefits, especially with the Chase Sapphire Reserve at an eye watering $550 a year, you don't get any hotel status whatsoever. So these are the complimentary statuses that you get with different hotels. Starting with, and I have the list here in front of me, so if you see me going up and down, it's because I have to read them off because I couldn't remember all of this. So you're going to get a Hilton Honors Gold status automatically. For those of you that don't know, if you have Hilton Gold status, it does give you the opportunity to get every day breakfast for two at the hotel for free. So even if you had let's say, the regular American Express Hilton Honors card, the base one that gives you silver status, and you got points that way, with this, you already have gold status if you're a member. So you're going to get the perks of having gold status on a card like the Surpass, which is $150 to start. You're going to have that automatically with this membership. You're also going to have a Marriott Bonvoy Status Challenge that you can get platinum status for a year if you stay 15 days in 3 months at a Marriott hotel through the Founders Card membership. Okay, so platinum status, where normally you would need 50 days, you could do it in 15. Okay, IHG1, that hotel chain, so you'd get gold status with them through their rewards program. Omni Select, you'll get platinum status. Sonesta Travel Pass, you'll get gold status with an easy platinum status upgrade. It's super easy to become a platinum member for Sonesta. And what people really that have had the founders card for a long time, what they really value, and I'm not kidding because I used it um, last November, is the complimentary Caesars Diamond Rewards status that it gives you. So without having to gamble, without having to go to the casino, you are now a Caesars Diamond member. And with that, you're going to get um, status also at the Tropicana and Harris automatically. You'll get a top status with them. Plus, they give you a $100 annual dinner certificate. They call it a celebration dinner. I did that last November at the Tropicana here in New Jersey. In addition, because you're a seasoned Diamonds Rewards member, by calling the Caesars line, they offer you free nights to stay free at the Atlantis Hotel and Resort in the Bahamas. All right. So just that perk alone could help offset the whole price of this membership, if not more so. So that's just on the hotel side of things. Now, car rentals. Avis President's Club, which with other credit cards, you'll get the Avis Preferred, which is a notch lower. This actually would get you the two premium jumps up. If you rent one level of a car, they jump you up twice in upgrades. Hertz President Circle Elite. Can't get any better than that with Hertz. It's better than the five Gold Star Rewards program that they have. Now with Sixth, and Sixth is very huge in Europe, but in the States is now making headway into it. And it's at a lot of the major airports, like in Orlando and in JFK and so on, and Newark. But you get platinum status with Sixth car rental. And in Europe, that was huge to get. Okay. You're also going to get status for a zip car rental for business. And if you're into driving Porsches and you ever try to rent one of those, they're waiving the activation fees to just drive a Porsche around for $595. That activation fee is waived. Now with airlines, and this is another area in which the membership is huge, especially for luxury travel, for your business. That is United Airlines. They give you 16% off. Or there's no blackout on the seats or anything like that. 16% off. And I use this perk a lot last year because I use United because it's in Newark. It's one of the hubs and it flies to the parts of Florida where I go into. So 16% off there, 15% off Singapore Airlines, 10% off Delta, 10% off Qatar. Virgin Atlantic flying, you're going to get silver status after one round trip flight. So you'll get silver status with Virgin Atlantic just after flying one round trip flight. You're going to get 15% off Qantas Airlines as well. And you'll get discounts at the Plaza Premium lounges of up to 20% off to get into the lounge. So you don't necessarily need a credit card with the lounge access that you'll be blocked out of. This will get you at least 20 if you're in the mood for it and if you need it. 20% off to enter is not a bad deal. This other perk, going out of the airlines now, I actually went ahead to see if it was legit. Today, as I film this, it is March 24th. So on the 18th of March, I went to a local BMW dealer, Park Avenue BMW in Rochelle Park, New Jersey. And I test drove the i4, the electric i4. I brought up this founder's card membership to them because, EVs are expensive and the down payment they were looking for was expensive. With the founder's card, depending on the car you're looking for, they can give you up to $3,000 discount towards the purchase or the lease of a new BMW. They offered me on the i4 $1,500 to use towards the down payment on that car. Now, if you lease, for those of you that have leased cars before, every $1,000 lowers your monthly payment if it's a normal 36-month payment, about $28 a month. So you're looking at $42 worth of savings a month just by having the Founders Card membership and letting them give you that BMW discount. So I thought that was huge. Okay. That alone, if you multiply $42 times 36. This just paid for itself, right? Now, if you're a business owner, what does it get you if you're a business owner? You're going to get, now I don't use this, again, full disclosure, but if you're in a business that uses Stripe for payments, right, to get paid, they give you up to $50,000 a year in fee-free payments for Stripe users. They're also going to give you up to 55% off at Office Depot, $5,000 off in Amazon Web Services. You'll get discounts on Apple products, Dell, and some of the Dell products, the discounts you'll get is 20 and 25%. Lenovo, Google Cloud, Bose, Dropbox, Fiverr Pro for those of us in the credit card community that use a lot of social media and use things for graphics, Fiverr Pro, Moo Inc., and more. You're also going to get a complimentary 1 year for Entrepreneur Magazine. So if you're into reading Entrepreneur, it's free for a year. And there are a lot of other business related, because it's not only do you have the main companies that they have these accounts with that they're able to give you the discounts, but some of the members themselves to the Founders Club offer you their own private perks with their own small businesses. So if you go to one that sells wine, they'll give you a discount on the wine if you order a certain case of wine and so on. So there's a lot of memberships to choose from. The one thing that's a real pain and why people sometimes are taken aback is because when you look at the Founders Card on their website, they only show you certain things. You don't get to look at all the perks and stuff unless you actually become the member. That's actually how I got involved last year. I was interested to see about this membership, and they offered me a free trial to try it out for 3 months. And I still wasn't convinced. Then they gave me up until the 6th month to decide whether or not I wanted to purchase a membership. And then that's when I decided. So they're very good with that. They work with you real quick, and their customer service online through email is pretty instant, especially if it's during the week. Weekends, they'll get to you within the next day, but they're pretty great when it comes to getting back to you on email. So I use this membership in conjunction with my other credit cards. I'm still also able to get the rewards points for all the hotel and car rental programs that I already have set up. So I have Hilton status, I have Marriott Bonvoy, I have IHG, I have those hotels. And for car rentals, I have Hertz, which is the one that I use the most. Actually, I'm using it in 2 weeks out of Jacksonville again, just to get, and I was able to get 2 free days out of it because I used this perk last year. So it's a good thing to have. And when you combine it again with the cards that I mentioned previously, if it's Amex, I think it goes best with the gold and the platinum. Now, I also think it would go great with the green because the green is a travel card. Same for the Chase Sapphire Preferred or the Reserve. And then again, the Capital One Venture X. So you're going to also get the discounts like I mentioned earlier. I got a round trip flight from United last year for $330. First class round trip from Newark to Jacksonville for $330. And last September, I paid for a Mazda 3 rental at Hertz, and I got a Mercedes GLB SUV for the same price. Okay? So again, these are some of the perks that people are going to say, yeah, but it might be a scam. Yeah, it's not a credit card. Yeah, but I got this perk. And then when I mentioned earlier that I say that I use the Caesars Diamond perk to stay at the Trop, because Trop and Caesars and Harrah's all piggyback off each other's status. I did use that celebration dinner at a steakhouse at the Trop. It was $100 off my bill. I paid $32 for a drink and a tip, I believe it was, just in addition to that. So again, that alone, and they gave me an upgraded room overlooking the ocean. So that's huge. Now, why do I tell you all these things about the Founders Card? And again, nice little heavy metal card for those of you that are into that. It's a nice card. Their customer service is really good, like I said earlier. If you like to travel and don't want to have to follow a credit card or be in an ecosystem of credit cards and you want certain perks, this will give it to you. Again, it's pricey. If you use the referral I have down in the description box, it's why I went into so much detail for this one. So, I think if you don't want to get yourself into a new credit card or a bank issuer that's going to, run a hard pull on you, this doesn't give you any kind of, dings on your credit. It's a membership that goes well with everything else you might already have in your wallet. It's great for business in particular. Again, it has so many perks and even a concierge that if you need to get flights done for you, if you need to get things done for work, if you got to go pick something up, that's a part of this. So it's kind of like if you took Amex Platinum, Chase Sapphire Reserve, Capital One, and you kind of threw them all into a business card. That's kind of what this is getting you. It's the foot in the door to places and things that you normally maybe wouldn't do. And I didn't think I was going to use this card this much, but as you can see, I've used it a hell of a lot last year. So as always, mi gente, I thank you for watching. I thank you for, I think you should take a look at this if it's something that might interest you, if you're in this line of business. But as always, I thank you most of all for giving me the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente.